Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. Um, just came across this article, actually a news feed, but the word has been out for the past day or so, where they're saying that supposedly Ukraine had asked Elon Musk to take part in some sabotage against Russia with his Starlink satellites and his technology. In all fairness, I'd have to think that, you know what, it wouldn't surprise me if they did. I mean, when this whole Ukrainian war started, Elon Musk did send Starlink um, technology, to help the people out with Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But as things have progressed, I think that if Zelensky and Ukraine had asked him to do so, which I wouldn't put it past them. I think that Elon probably thought about this and said, "Hold on one second. I'm here to help the people. I'm not here to help you win a war." Um, but before I continue, I just want to thank the new subscribers. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Uh, Join my channel. Help join the movement of awareness, and pass it around. Let your friends know. There's a lot of crazy things going on, and more news needs to get out to the people so people are aware. But with that being said, yeah, I don't think that, like I said, I don't put it past Zelensky in Ukraine with all the corruption that's going on. But let's watch this news feed, and then I'll share my thoughts on it.
Another day, another strange Elon Musk headline. This one claims he prevented a nuclear war. Elon Musk prevented a nuclear war. I must say, even for Elon Musk, this is an outlandish claim. So what exactly is the story here? A new Musk biography is about to be released. It talks about his involvement in Ukraine. When the war began, Musk was in Kiev's corner. In fact, he kept the country online. Russia had knocked out Ukraine's internet connectivity, so Elon Musk sent his Starlink satellite terminals. We're talking about multi-million-dollar shipments, but later on, Musk lost interest. His support for Ukraine became lukewarm, which brings us to the incident in question. We don't know when it happened, but this is how the upcoming biography narrates it. Ukraine was plotting an attack on Russian ships in Crimea. Their plan was to use submarine drones. These drones are the ones that travel underwater, hence submarine drones. And they never hit the target. Instead, they washed up on the Crimean shore. So what happened there? The book claims that Elon Musk intervened. He secretly asked his engineers to disable Starlink near Crimea. No internet, no drones. Basically, the book says Elon Musk sabotaged Ukraine's attack. And why did he do that? Apparently, Musk spoke to Russia's ambassador in the United States. He told him of the drone attack. The Russian envoy said there would be a nuclear response to this. So Elon Musk got spooked. He disconnected Starlink satellites. The book says Ukraine asked him to restore the connections, but Musk refused. He said the drone attack would lead to an escalation. Now remember, this is what the book says. Let me also tell you Elon Musk's version. No book business here. This is straight from his Twitter account. This is what he says. The Starlink regions in question were not activated, so SpaceX did not deactivate anything. There was an emergency request from government authorities to activate Starlink all the way to Sevastopol. The obvious intent being to sink most of the Russian fleet at anchor. If I had agreed to their request, then SpaceX would be explicitly complicit in a major act of war and conflict escalation.
That sounds more like Elon Musk. When Puerto Rico a few years ago, well, more than a few years ago, when they had those double hurricanes that hit, Elon Musk offered to rebuild their power grid, and he was turned down. When the Ukraine war started, and all the BS media was spinning things around, I can see how Elon Musk, why he sent the Starlink machine or whatever it is, technology out there to help people get Wi-Fi and stuff like that. The same thing he just did with Maui, sending stuff from Starlink to help people get reconnected. It doesn't surprise me that this is coming out and he has to defend himself on his platform. It almost sounds like it doesn't surprise me because Zelensky came out and said that Americans need to support Ukraine. That American men and women, that our children have to go fight for Ukraine. Those were his words. Okay? He's nothing but an arrogant, wicked, crooked, pompous dictator, in my opinion. Now, I'm not trying to take Russia's side, so I don't want anybody, to think otherwise. But I call it for the way I see it, just like everybody else. If, like she said, that Elon Musk after a while was losing interest in Ukraine, it would only make me think that since he's so rich and smart, that he probably realized, okay, you know what? I try to do the right thing, but I see where this war is going. Let me pull out. Let me deactivate what I got. Let me pull out. Now, if Ukraine is saying that if anything happens in Ukraine is Elon Musk's fault, let me tell you something, people. Do not put it past Zelensky and the Biden administration and the powers that be to try to take Elon Musk down and point the finger at him. They will love nothing more than to take that man down. Okay? And if it is true that what he's saying, that nothing was activated, and he, and obviously he's stating, admitting that he was confronted by government officials, it goes to show the wickedness of the people that are, occupying the White House right now and their connection with Zelensky. And you know what? Here's the thing. He probably did avert a major conflict, which shows that his first priority is, in my opinion, if you're going to help, but it doesn't mean you have to cause more havoc. Okay? So, I know that this is just freshly out. It's only been out for like a day or so. Just be aware what you start hearing. They're going to try to smear this man, especially if things start turning worse. Not bad, worse in Ukraine, because things are already bad. They're just going to get worse. And in my opinion, Ukraine is not winning this war. I think that they're totally losing. I think it's a big money laundering scheme that's also going on with the Biden administration. And I'm glad that Elon said no, because it just sounds dirty already as it is. I mean, it is dirty for them to ask a private entity to engage in something that only a crooked person would engage in, like Mark Zuckerberg when he was helping out the Democrats on Facebook for the 2020 election. That big farce of a scam. But let's see what else she has to say.
Let me break that down for you. This is what Elon Musk has said. He basically is making two arguments. One, the satellites were never online, so there was no question of them turning them off. And two, he did not want an escalation. He wanted to keep his company out of this war. Too late, I would say. We don't know which of these versions is true, but either way, a showdown is underway. Ukraine is pinning the blame on Elon Musk. They say his decision led to the death of civilians and children. Russia...
See, there you go. They're already blaming him. What does he have to do with that? I'm telling you, people, stay aware. They are trying to destroy Elon Musk. I'm telling you, Elon Musk has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with this war other than the fact that he wanted to help. So the people, because the narrative was that the people in Ukraine are being displaced. Okay? So he wanted to do his part in the middle of a war and say, you know what, so I'm going to try to help the people so they can have, cell phone service and stuff like that so people can communicate. Look at the way they've already spun this around. Okay? I'm telling you, they're going to try to take down Elon Musk. They're a wicked, wicked, wicked people. And I, for one, do not stand with Ukraine. I, for one, I'm not against the people, because the people are going through what they're going through. I am against Zelensky 1,000,000 freaking percent. He is as crooked as they come. He is corrupt. Okay? That's why he could never do business with Donald Trump. Donald Trump knew. He knew not to get involved between Zelensky and Russia. So, pay attention, people. They're going to try to take Elon Musk down. They're already trying to blame casualties and all that on him, when all he did was provide a satellite service just to help people communicate. But let's continue.
On the other hand, is thrilled. This is what their former president, Dmitry Medvedev, is saying. Looks like Musk is the last adequate mind in North America. God help us if he is. But anyway, our story is not about Elon Musk. It's about this worrying trend. How can one company dictate the outcome or the course of a war? Or in this case, the outcome of one operation? It is too much power for a company, for any company. Just think about it. If Elon Musk wants to, he can unplug Ukraine from the internet. He can cripple their defenses. And he can do that with zero accountability. Consider this Crimea incident. Elon Musk spoke to the White House about it. He also informed the chairman of Joint Chiefs. So the US government knew about what he was doing. They knew he either sabotaged or did not help Ukraine. And what consequence did he face? Well, nothing. Tells you how powerful big tech is. These companies have a monopoly on strategic technology like social media. Let me take you back to the year 2011. NATO was waging a war in Libya to depose Muammar Gaddafi. The alliance did not have eyes beyond enemy lines. So what did they do? They took information from Twitter. And this information was used to pick targets for drone strikes. Again, imagine the power. It makes you wonder what comes next. I know we keep talking about countries becoming superpowers, but many people say the next superpower will not be a country. It will be companies like SpaceX. And looking at their power, how can we disagree? They may not dominate geopolitics, but they can certainly influence it. Just imagine this. What if the attack on Crimea actually happened? Would Russia have responded with a nuclear attack? Thanks to Elon Musk, we will never know. But that's no reason to cheer and celebrate him as the man who prevented a nuclear war, because the fact is, he should not have that power in the first place.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to have to counteract her argument. I do like watching her show, and she is very in the middle. And she does not hold back. Her opinion is never about, how can I say, she doesn't just smear just to smear. But I have to disagree with her because, obviously, like I said, Elon Musk went into Ukraine in the beginning of this whole thing. And, of course, he would have to go to the government to get approval, because that's how he conducts his business. He is dealing with high technology. So Elon Musk is not somebody that's just going to say, you know what, I don't care what anybody says, I'm just going to go in and do what I want. No, he has to get all kinds of recommendations, all kinds of patents, all kinds of licenses and stuff like that to keep his business going. So it's only right that he had to go to the government. Okay, I can't believe I'm admitting that he's going to the Biden administration, but it's true. He has to. And say, listen, this is what's going on, but I want to go help the people. Okay, but now if he's holding back from certain things, what is wrong with that? He knows what he's capable of doing, but he also knows that he could only go in there doing for the people. He can't go in there picking government sides, because that would destroy him. Not to mention, it will leave so much blood on his hands. You know, a lot of people may think things about Elon Musk. Elon Musk, first and foremost, is a scientist. And even though there's some scientists that go bad, like, you know, the ones that invent bombs and stuff like that. But Elon Musk is not a stupid man. He knows better. Okay, the man didn't go, like I said, to Puerto Rico to rebuild their power grid just to control Puerto Rico. He did not go into Maui or deliver a Starlink technology to help the people communicate to destroy them. Okay, he could have easily waited for them to collapse and then make deals with the powers that be. People say, well, maybe he's a double agent. I highly doubt that. I truly do. I think that Elon Musk wants to be a part of a lot in society. He may be a little overzealous with his technology, wanting to implement it. But the man also talks about his fear of technology taking over. He has the money. He has the smartest people on the planet working for him. He could have done it a long time ago. He could do it right now if he wants to. But he doesn't, because he knows that there's consequences that come out of this. And if he doesn't do things the right way, which is to take his knowledge to benefit man as a whole, it can easily be all taken away. And if you ask me, ever since he bought Twitter and opened up the doors to freedom of speech, I think that the powers that be have taken this opportunity to say, okay, now we're going to try to start taking him down. And we're going to blame the blood in Ukraine on him. There's some evil, wicked people out there. And if people say, well, they're all in on it, there's one thing you have to remember. And I don't remember the Bible quote, but it states it in the Bible. The enemy will not fight against itself. It makes no sense. When they were saying that Jesus, worked for the enemy. It doesn't work like that. It's either total destruction, everybody's on board, or it's not. They don't work to kill each other, okay? Just to see who's going to be the biggest one. That's not how it works. So, unless something changes dramatically where I guess he comes out and says it himself, I think people need to take everything that's going to start coming out with a lot of caution. Because to me, the Democrats, Zelensky, the powers that be, at this point right now, they have no problem taking anybody down that feel that they're not on their agenda or part of their agenda and part of their ideology. So with that being said, hope you like the content. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, pass it around. Again, I'm trying to get more subscribers before my birthday, which is next week. Hoping to reach 100. Until then, stay vigilant, keep praying, and keep praying for each other. Peace.